Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Christian. Are you Mr. Corona?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna be the physical therapist working with you today.
Okay.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. My ankle hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and this whole process is gonna take about an hour.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna start off by asking you some questions to get like a bigger idea as to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So can I have you start by verifying your birthday for me?
10/9/99.
10/9/99. Looks good. So you got a birthday coming up.
I do.
Yeah, gonna hit that big 2-0.
Getting there.
Leaving the teen years.
I know.
Stepping further into adulthood.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, so 19 years old. What do you say that you do for a living?
I work at Fiesta, Texas right now.
Oh, super fun.
Yeah. So I'm really what I do over there is I have a snow cone cart and I just kind of push that around the park.
Yeah,
pretty much all day.
Cool. So when you're pushing that cart, about like how heavy is that? Would you say?
Usually it's maybe like 60 to 70 pounds.
Okay.
It's like a metal. It's a metal cart, and then once it's
pretty heavy.
loaded down,
Yeah.
it's kind of heavy. Yeah.
Have all that ice in there.
Mm-hmm.
And how far are you walking? Like, would you say, like on a daily basis?
Distance-wise, I'm not 100% sure. Really, they just have me circling the park pretty much all day.
Well, it's a huge park.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
on your feet all day, I can imagine. And how many hours a week do you work?
About 16. I'm in school also, so during the week I'm pretty much on campus all day, and then the weekends I'll work at Fiesta, Texas.
Oh, okay, nice. And when you're at school, are you doing a lot of physical activity or?
Kind of. A lot of times I'm sitting in the classes, for an hour here, hour there, maybe, a 2-hour class or something. But I do have to walk quite a bit back and forth between my classes. Majority of my classes, one is over here, another one's over here.
Yeah.
A lot of walking.
A lot of walking, and I mean, you have to make it to those classes in like a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
So kind of bust it out. So are there any activities that you do in your free time?
Every now and then I go dancing with some of my coworkers.
Nice. What kind of dancing is that?
We do a little mixture between like country dance, and every now and then we'll go to like a hip hop joint.
Oh, nice. I'd really like to be better at country dancing.
Really?
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to do.
It looks, yeah.
Although
I love all the fancy twisting
the spins
moves.
and stuff,
Yeah.
Although I haven't been able to go lately, because of the pain I'm in, so.
Right. Well, hopefully we can help with that.
Good.
Is there anything that you do for exercise specifically?
Not really.
Not really? All right.
Usually, I get home from work, eat, go to bed. Get home from school, do homework, eat, go to bed.
Yeah.
So, exercise doesn't really fit in there.
Yeah. All right. So what would you say brings you to PT today?
Well, like I mentioned before, my ankle's been really bothering me.
Okay. Your left ankle?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, I don't know, right there at the bone,
Yeah.
slightly above it.
Okay. And then would you say that ever travels anywhere? Like that pain travels?
No, it usually just stays, right in this area right here. It does. My foot feels okay.
Foot's good?
Yeah.
And
Knee feels okay.
Knees good, thigh,
Yep.
back, upper body.
Yep.
All right. Other side.
Yeah, other side's good.
All right. And so how would you describe that pain?
It's kind of, I don't know, if I haven't been on it a whole lot, it's kind of like a dull, constant pain, but
Constant.
very, very light. And then, if I've been walking on it all day, it's kind of like a nice throbbing, deep aching pain.
Gotcha. So. Would you say that you ever experienced any numbness or tingling?
No,
none of that.
Never.
Okay. And then on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain at all, and 10 being the absolute worst pain you've ever experienced, how would you rate your pain currently?
Right now it's about a 1. I haven't really done anything. I took off of work today, so.
Okay. 1 for now, and then what about when it's at its best?
At its best, every now and then I can get it down to a 0.
Okay. no pain sometimes. And then what about its worst?
Its worst, you said 10 was going to the ER?
Going to the ER, the worst thing you've ever experienced?
Maybe like an 8.
Ever felt?
Usually
An 8?
it can get, pretty extreme.
Yeah.
But I, never to where I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. Let's go to the ER.
Yeah,
So,
but still pretty up there.
Yeah,
It's pretty high.
It's up there.
Yeah. Okay, so based on what you've just told me, I've kind of compiled all of that into this body chart, and so I'm just going to show that to you to kind of make sure that it's an accurate representation of what you've just told me. So I put an X where you said your pain was, so this like left ankle bone on the outside.
Okay.
Does that look right?
Yeah, just the X.
Yeah.
Okay.
That X, and then you said that everything else was good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. And so are there any activities that bring on this pain that you do?
Well, if I wear my boot,
Okay.
my grandma made me get an ankle boot. I hate it.
Oh, gotta love
it's
grandmas.
such a
We
pain.
love grandmas.
Yeah. Well, if I'm out of my boot, it really, really bothers me walking downstairs.
Okay.
And just walking in general.
Walking in general. You said going downstairs, so does going upstairs bother you at all?
Not any more than just like regular walking does, but it seems when I go downstairs, it kind of brings it on a little faster.
Okay.
Pain a little faster than if I was just walking.
Yeah, and then about the boot, is that something you wear all the time, or when do you?
I try to wear it. I don't know. My grandma makes me wear it outside of the house, so usually if I leave, so like I wear it to school.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then at home I try to have it off, but that's kind of where I get majority of my stairs at. All our bedrooms are upstairs. We have a 2-story house, so really the only thing downstairs is like there's a bathroom and a living room. So to get to anything of mine, I have to go upstairs and then, back downstairs. So that's kind of.
And is it just you at home? Or
no, I live with my grandma and my mom.
Your grandma, your mom.
Yeah.
So do they help you out at all?
They do. Sometimes I feel like they kind of, I don't know, butt in a little too much, but.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, that's right.
Lovely women in our lives.
Yeah.
So about how long, when you're doing these activities, how long does it take for the pain to come on?
With walking, maybe like 5 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
If I don't have the boot on and I'm going downstairs, it's, maybe a couple steps, and I can start feeling the pain increasing. So it's, that happens pretty fast. Yeah.
And then are there any activities that you do that ease the pain, make it better?
Wearing the boot, kind of wish it didn't, because then that means my grandma's right. But wearing the boot helps some. Okay. And then I guess each evening I try to soak it in some Epsom salt, and that kind of helps to bring the pain down a little bit. And then I ice it, and then just kind of raise it up, elevate it a little bit. Usually that helps.
Yeah.
Doesn't fully take the pain away, but it helps decrease it some.
Cool. And then about how long would it take for the pain to subside?
Depending on like what I did during the day, maybe 5 to 10 minutes before I can start feeling a little pain relief.
Okay. All right. And then how would you say your ankle feels in the morning?
In the morning, not too great.
Okay.
It's very stiff in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do a lot just to kind of get it moving, and it's just kind of irritating. It's not necessarily like the pain bothers me, but it's just like I feel like it's not functioning correctly.
Gotcha. Could you put a time frame on that, or do you just feel like it takes like a while, a little bit?
Well, from when I wake up,
to go away?
When I wake up, it usually maybe takes like an hour, before I kind of feel like it's starting to loosen up and get a little movement back.
Gotcha. And then what about throughout the day? How does your ankle feel?
Throughout the day, it depends. Like if I'm at work, usually those are the worst days. Those are worse compared to school's days, just because I'm on my feet constantly.
For sure.
But usually that's when my pain kind of reaches its peak. So like whenever it's at an 8, if it ever reaches an 8, it's usually like midday, just because, or throughout the day, just because that's when I'm walking the most. You know, I've been on it, you know, majority of the day. So.
Definitely, yeah, that'll do it. And then what about at night? How would you say it feels, your ankle?
At night, it still hurts, you know, coming down from, you know, the main part of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it improves because usually that's when like I said, I soak it and elevate it and ice it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that usually seems to help a little bit in regards to relieving my pain.
Gotcha. And then does your pain ever wake you up at night?
Every now and then. It's not like a constant thing, but you know, sometimes just on those days where I've been on it all day, it'll, you know, some of that pain just kind of trickles into nighttime, and
Mm-hmm.
every now and then it'll wake me up, but I usually just try to suck it up and go back to sleep.
Yeah. Is there anything that you do to kind of help you go back to sleep when that happens?
I just kind of try to wait it out, and every now and then I'll take a Motrin.
Okay.
If it's, you know, really, really bothering me.
Right.
And maybe in like 20-30 minutes I can kind of feel it kick in a little bit and, you know, helping out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, well, I looked over your medical form that you filled out
Mm-hmm.
Prior to me coming in, and I just want to double check about your family history.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any history of cancer or diabetes in your family?
No.
Okay,
No.
no. And then I also saw that you checked off yes for trauma. Does that have anything to do with your current situation, or is that like a prior trauma?
Well, you had to ask, huh?
I gotta ask. I gotta double check.
I guess it could be considered both.
Okay.
So, in regards to what's happening now, it's really dumb. Kind of embarrassed. But
It's okay.
I was at
okay.
work, and it was, you know, near closing time. Me and a coworker decided it'd be a good idea to race some of the golf carts they have over there.
Oh.
I was winning, and ended up taking a curve a little too fast and ended up rolling my cart. And
Oh
that's
my
kind of,
goodness.
I ended up kind of rolling on top of my ankle.
This is how we got to where you are now.
This is
how it happened.
This is how it happened.
Oh my gosh,
story,
that's
right?
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, like I said, I get, you know, only a few more days until I'm 20, so I gotta live it up now.
Yeah, gotta live it up. Gotta do all those crazy teen things. Well, okay. So I know after this incident you saw your doctor. Did he have you do any imaging?
He made me do an X-ray.
An X-ray, okay.
He didn't really say much about it, but he said it looked fine, so I kind of took it as, you know, no breaks or fracture or anything like that.
Great. And then I know you mentioned that you take medication to help you get back to sleep.
Yes.
Are you taking that just when you're trying to get back to sleep, or do you take it at other times?
No, so usually in the morning I'll take it. I try taking it once a day, except for those rare occasions where I have when the pain wakes me up. But usually I try to take it once a day in the morning, just to kind of help with some of the stiffness and getting the day going.
Right, and it was just the Motrin, or?
Yeah, just the Motrin, no other medications.
All right. So have you experienced any pain like this before, or?
Well, whenever I was a kid, I dislocated my kneecap here, and I was, you know, sliding down a slip and slide, and ended up turning my leg a little weird and ended up dislocating it.
Yeah.
So.
But you would say that's in the past, not related to what's happening?
No, not related.
Okay. So are there any goals that you would like to accomplish through physical therapy?
Well, as you can see, my ankle's really small compared to this other one.
Yeah.
I think it's because of this stupid boot, but I'd like to get kind of some of that, I don't know, muscle back, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And then just kind of getting back to where I can work properly again and get around to class properly.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in, and we're going to do everything that we can to help you get back. We're going to build that ankle muscle back. We're going to get you back. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Equal that out, and then get you back to working and going to school. And, you know, I just hope this is a positive experience for you.
Awesome.
So, yeah, we can now move on to the physical part of the examination.
All right. Sounds good.